Hi, I'm Sue Skinner, and I'm a geologist by training. One of my grave concerns that has been since I was in high school, and I grew up in the Twin Falls area, is protecting the Snake River aquifer. That resource is too important for us to lose for economic reasons that are kind of lame. I support Attorney General Wasden's efforts to keep the agreement in place, and I highly recommend that other political positions also support this. Our aquifer is too important to lose.
Yes, I'm Kate Turner in Pocatello, Idaho, and Mr. Wasden, I would like to thank you for standing strong on the 95 settlement agreement. Mr. Otter, I'm hoping that you will help also to protect Idaho and keep nuclear waste out of our wonderful state and off of the top of our aquifer. Thank you.
To our governor and Mr. Wasden, please keep this settlement agreement intact. I can't fake detachment from nuclear issues if I try. I've been at this since 1988. I wear this crossing guard vest to symbolize wanting to protect us all from harm. Nuclear waste is here to stay, and the only thing we can do is stop making it and manage what's here better. I'm a child of the 60s. We're born to question authority, be a voice of reason. It does not take a college education to grasp the vast potential for screwing up the environment and lives, both human or other, if there's a nuclear disaster. 3 Mile Island, Chernobyl, Fukushima. Did you all read the news today that tuna contaminated with radiation from Fukushima has been discovered on our coast? Don't spend all that money bringing waste to Idaho. Export the experts from the INL and build the absolute best cleanup facility there.
I'm Ben Johns from Pocatello, Idaho, a retired educator, and I have lived in Idaho most of my life, both Twin Falls and Pocatello. I have relatives who live in the Tri-Cities area of Washington. And to the governor of Idaho and the attorney general of Idaho, I would like to encourage you to stick to your guns. I hear the panic of people in the Tri-City areas because their radioactive waste is moving. We don't want that same problem here when so many people and so much of our economy depends on pure water that comes out of the mountains of central Idaho. Please keep the accord.
I'm John Schmidt from Pocatello. I urge the Attorney General and the Governor to hold the line on the nuclear agreement. Don't let Idaho go to waste. Thank you.
I'm Catherine Daly from Pocatello, Idaho. First of all, I just want to say, Attorney General Wasden, I was present. I think now it's been a couple of years since you came to visit in Pocatello. You were flying in from Washington, D.C., and you very graciously stopped in our town before you even went home and delivered a talk about the settlement agreement and how hard you've been working to stick with the settlement agreement. I just want to say, please, stick to your guns, stay with it. We all depend so much on what this agreement means. The people of Idaho voted on it. We need to stay true to all of us, and we're counting on you to do that. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name's Eliza Schmidt, a longtime Pocatello, Idaho resident. Voted for this in '95 to keep nuclear waste out and just deal with what we've got. Please, 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 keep it out. We don't need more. We can take the machinery to Hanford if they need it, but please, please, please keep the water clean for our kids and grandkids. Thank you.
My name is Dawn Thomas Chanis. I am a longtime resident of Pocatello, Idaho, and I am begging our Attorney General and our Governor to please honor the settlement agreement and stop more nuclear waste coming into our beautiful state.
My name is Mike Chanis. I'm a retired educator here in the state of Idaho and in Pocatello, Idaho. I would ask the governor and the attorney general to stand firm to maintain the settlement agreement that we have in place from 1995. We do not want Idaho to turn out to be a depository for incoming waste, and there is the danger that if we break the agreement and bring in additional waste, that there may not be any place to store it after we process it.
Hello, my name is Rick Davis. I'm a proud Idahoan and a proud American. And one of the things that makes me a proud American is I like to think that my government will keep its word when it says it's going to do something. Specifically, the agreement which was hammered out in a bipartisan fashion by the Republican Governor Batt and the former Democratic Governor Andrus to make sure that no more nuclear waste of a certain type comes into this state, and then if it does, a penalty is paid by the government. I feel this is necessary for a number of reasons. Personally, I'm a retired pipe fitter and a retired teacher. I've worked at INL. I have friends who have died from cancer. I have friends who have radiation-caused arthritis. I have seen some of the problems that can happen. I'm also a geology buff. I'm not telling you anything new when I just remind you that there is a lake the size of Lake Erie underneath the desert in Idaho. It looks pretty dry out there, but it's not. It's more or less just a sieve sitting on top of water, which the lifeblood of this state, the agricultural industry, depends on. Please keep this in mind. Please keep your word. No more waste for Idaho. Thank you very much.
I'm Pam Ward, and I live in Pocatello, Idaho, and I want to encourage the governor and attorney general to continue with the agreement to keep nuclear waste out of Idaho. Idaho is too great of a state to waste. We're counting on you to continue the agreement. Thank you.
My name is Teresa Kaufman, and I am a resident of Pocatello, Idaho, and I am sending this message to Governor Otter and Attorney General Wasden. I am a nurse practitioner of many years' practice, and I have great concerns about transporting uncategorized nuclear waste through our towns and neighborhoods in trucks and trains. The health risks are enormous and would definitely affect the lifestyle of Pocatello and all Idahoans, period. I strongly urge you to continue with the 1995 settlement agreement and not bring any more waste from Hanford to the Idaho National Laboratory. Thank you.
I'm Melanie Linkner from Twin Falls, and I'd like to ask Lawrence Wasden to please stand up and enforce the state of Idaho's agreement with the DOE. We are, for once, Idaho has run around and gotten in front, and we are one of the few states who have been able to work these agreements out. Why would we throw it away? Why would we ask for more nuclear waste over our aquifer? I do not understand it. And I can tell you this, that I am a committee member of the Herrick Forum, and we asked the head of the INL to come and speak to us. And he talked about the wonderful things that they're getting ready to do, bring the waste in from Hanford and the small nuclear plant that that Utah has proposed. And at the end of his presentation, I asked him, so what about the nuclear waste? And there was a pause, and he said, it's a problem. And he said they should have gone ahead with Yucca Mountain, but they didn't. And so nuclear waste is a problem. Why would we want more in Idaho? If you can't breathe the air or drink the water, who cares how much money you make?
I'm Betty Slifer from Filer. Idahoans are depending on you, trusting you, supporting you, and watching you to improve the 1995 agreement, and to protect our water and our lives. All radioactive waste is unacceptable in the INL site, which is seismically not safe. Any more waste in Idaho is trouble with a capital T.
I'm Melody Asher, and I'm from Twin Falls County, and I didn't have this planned or anything, so it'll be short and sweet. Please, Mr. Wasden, and whoever is going to be our governor, please continue to have everyone involved in this, the federal government, the Navy, everyone, to live by the 1995 agreement or make it better. We don't need uncharacterized nuclear waste to travel through our state. We don't need the nuclear waste to come into the state, especially when there is no place for the waste to go after it has been treated. We need our aquifer, we need our clean water. We don't want that nuclear waste on our roads. Oh, I already said that. Please make the feds live up to the 1995 agreement. We want to be able to live here and people in the future to be able to live here. Thanks.
My name is Sarah Wanless, and I'm a Boise citizen. And it is your responsibility to make decisions today that will affect generations of the future. I think it is important to make decisions that you'd be comfortable justifying to people in the future. If you had to look them in the eye and say why you made this decision, I think there should be a reason why.
Hello, my name is Mike McBride and I live in Twin Falls. I'm a concerned citizen. I'm very concerned that the most toxic elements that we have around, plutonium, something that's only here because people made it, it's just extremely poisonous. It's going to be stored increasingly on the top of our aquifer. I think it's a terrible idea. Thank you.